With Thanksgiving happening last week and December starting this week, the holiday season is off to a quick start. Who has the time for that? Not to mention, Thanksgiving movies are kind of limited. We have Planes, Trains, Automobiles, and Dutch. The other alternative being Thanksgiving specials. I mean, come on. And let's face it, between Halloween and Christmas, the celebration of colonial genocide is quite overshadowed. That is until I remembered, albeit a bit too late, about one Thanksgiving movie. A movie that seems to be ignored by the internet, starring a comedian that seems to be ignored by the internet. I'm talking about Son-in-Law. Hi, I'm Anthonix Maximus, bitching to you about movies because I was too young for MTV at its highest and too old for TikTok now. Hey, buddy. That was my Paulie Shore impression. Deal with it. All right. Have a seat as old Uncle Anthonix tells you a tale of a young comedian at the rise of the 90s. That young comedian is Paulie Shore. Never won for college. At 17, Paulie Shore began his career at comedy clubs. During this time, he was mentored by the late great Sam Kinison. It was 1989 when Paulie Shore got his big break as an MTV VJ. Back in the day when MTV was cool and we actually liked the video jockey personalities, Shore hit it big with the success of Encino Man. Now, Paulie Shore was big in the 90s, but unfortunately his box office results did not quite match Encino Man. And we began to see a slow, steady decline over the years. And this began with the second film, Son-in-Law. The movie opens on a young Rebecca Warner graduating high school. Really inconveniencing everyone! Outdoor graduations are the worst. Anyway, she's played by young Carla Gugino. You might recognize her from Watchmen, or as the mom from Spy Kids 2 Island of Lost Dreams, or Spy Kids 3D Game Over. But not Spy Kids 4D all the time in the world, because she knows when to abandon ship if it involves Jessica Alba.
See each other every single vacation, and when I'm done, we'll be together.
It's so adorable to see young high schoolers thinking their love will last forever. Their tears are only going to fuel my single-ass pettiness.
Coming through! Oh my God, we're never gonna get through here.
Oh no, it's so crowded. How can it be so crowded on move-in day? So as the family drops Rebecca off, they notice something particular about her roommate. It's worth noting that in the 90s, a loving homosexual relationship was a bit taboo to put on a big screen. And my God, we couldn't use two men because that's icky, right? No, we had to use lesbians, particularly lipstick lesbians. You know, just to kind of ease the transition, help everyone slide in, just to ease it all in. Oh, and I should probably make mention that her little brother is played by the fat kid from The Sandlot. You know, that movie that happened in the 90s that no one really cared for then, but they're going to pretend it's the greatest movie today because, you know, nostalgia. Do what you want with that knowledge. But no time for that. Right now, Rebecca is about to meet Paulie Shore. His name is Crawl. He's the resident advisor of the dorm.
Show me love. And cut. You have got charisma.
His character is unique in this film as opposed to the other films because his name is Crawl.
Great costume.
Oh my God, it's the guy from Encino Man, Sean Astin. Now I'm convinced that all the Paulie Shore movies are connected. A Paulieverse, if you will. Why, you can say this is a sure thing.
Hey, everybody out. The party is over.
Yeah, we were just having fun, you know.
See you tomorrow.
Gotta love movies where people dress up as public domain characters for Halloween.
This is supposed to be the best years of our lives.
How many years have you been here?
6.
Didn't know you were attending Queens College. Typical movie fashion. Makeover.
We still wear.
Warners, the family I never had.
See, Rebecca Breen Crawl Home for Thanksgiving Break does make a Thanksgiving movie. Still a bitch to find a Thanksgiving movie, but it's a Thanksgiving movie.
Travis, he's gonna ask me to marry him.
What?
He got down on one knee.
Oh.
I thought he was what I wanted, but now, I just can't see myself settling down.
So I'm from Colorado, and one thing I've learned about middle America is that if they don't go off to college, they end up getting hitched, pop out a lot of crotch goblins, gain 50 pounds, and find themselves working at a car dealership or telemarketing. That's no life for me. Well, except for the gaining weight part.
Hello.
Whoa! Hijinks at a stuffy country club. That's new.
Honey.
Rebecca, will you marry me?
Ow! Ow! Yeah, because a couple weeks ago at school, I already asked Beck to marry me. Why did you do that?
That's for in the army now. Well, I say, let's see the city slicker adapt to country life. It'll go as expected.
How do you propose to support my daughter?
Well, what do you do?
I run this farm.
I can do that.
Now remember, we get started first thing in the morning.
Farming is not easy. Remember when Farmville was a thing on Facebook? Notice nobody's discussing it now. Why? Because farming is hard.
That first year can be just a little tricky.
Okay, I get that they're trying to make things difficult for Crawl, but they're causing more property damage and work for themselves. Just tell Rebecca she can't marry him.
You destroyed my fence. I lost half my chickens. You messed up my tractor. Listen, I figure your groove cost me about close to $1,000 this morning.
Again, it's really on you guys.
These are your middles. Come and get it, baby. Back it up, Jim. Reverse. Here's Howard. Some corn. Some corn. I'm gonna plow ya! Oh no!
Woo! Thank God, I'm a country boy, yeah!
As a kid, I remember laughing at this more, but that's probably because we were watching this at the drive-in. But now it's the part of the movie where Paulie Shore improves the lives of the family using Paulie Shore magic.
Do you like it?
Well, it's a little,
Excuse me. Would you like to dance?
hell no, get out of here.
Ah. Only showing interest in your wife when someone else wants her. Paulie Shore magic.
Ow, don't hit me. Come on, relax. I just came by to apologize. I feel really bad about what I did, you know? Yeah, and I want to make it up to you. Oh, I was thinking about throwing you a bachelor party. You know, have a few laughs and stuff. What do you think? Come on. I'd really like that a lot, Travis.
I don't know, Paulie. Anytime a country boy wants to invite you to a party, you're going to end up covered in pig's blood, or you're going to squeal like a pig.
What about last night?
Please. Listen, I need a favor.
No, don't do it, Kelly Kapowski. He's already hurt you in Saved by the Bell Hawaii style.
Oh, yeah, 747.
That is hilarious and original. I've never seen that gag before, and no other movie will do that gag ever again.
May God have mercy on your soul.
Get on over and get dinner, boy.
Chop its head off?
Yeah, he can get you.
Aw, come on. He was just doing a line from a Goofy movie.
Come on out of there.
And that is why we must kill turkeys on Thanksgiving. Before they kill us.
Dude, we should invest in a beer bong, bro. The thing with the funnel, the food, the whole case in there, man.
Roofing Paulie Shore at a bachelor party? Huh, nice try. He takes plenty while hanging out with Limp Bizkit, or that is to say, he has to take drugs to hang out with Fred Durst. Either way, I'm saying, don't do drugs, kids.
Just gonna be going now.
Wait, Becca!
Yep, it's the classic third act breakup. A simple misunderstanding that could have been resolved if they just talk.
I woke up in the barn, but I can't remember anything.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. You and Crawl were all over each other when you left the bar last night.
Well, it's clear what happened, right? Someone else drove them to the barn to stage a fake affair. But I swear, if they touched the radio station...
Get in.
Oh no, Kelly is going to drug Paulie. Didn't you learn anything from your friend Jesse? Come on, Clip Lever, play that Infinite Saved by the Bell clip.
Well, on the downside, I'll probably be grounded for life. But on the plus side, I got Kelly Kapowski pregnant.
Damn you, Clip Lever.
I found these in my car. The seat was so far back, I couldn't even reach the pedals.
Somebody awfully big must have been driving, huh? No, but I can't. Good! Oh! Made you in karate for 2 semesters.
You laugh at the disbelief, but I can actually picture Paulie Shore having a Rafiki-like fighting ability.
But you're fired.
What a boy, Junior.
Now just take your ass on out of here and take him with you.
He's gonna need a lot of food stamps.
Fat shaming?
See, Carl and I were never actually really...
Sure about the wedding date. So we're gonna put things on hold for just a little bit and we'll see how things develop.
Hey, I can respect that.
Oh, yeah, that's a hell of an idea.
See, that's nice. It leaves it ambiguous on whether or not they will love each other or they've learned a valuable life lesson and they just explore from there. Either way, it's a very mature movie.
Let's chow down here and munch on some grinding.
Oh, shut the fuck.
Everybody say cheesy.
My favorite part about the film, it was only 77 minutes. Okay. The movie wasn't that bad. It's no Encino Man, but it's still better than Bucky Larson. And there you have it, son-in-law. And to all, I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. Even if you're a vegetarian, in which case you can just chew on some brimstone in hell, you godless heathen! Aw, damn it, I could have reviewed Spider-Man for the Thanksgiving review. Thanksgiving, what's that? Giving.